Shalom Aleichem, everyone. A good tevach. We are continuing here in Hachseg's learning of the Pele Yoetz, day 63. We're in the middle of this chapter of Chil Hashem, desecrating Hashem's name, which we will finish today, Be'ez Hashem. Ubefrat b'doros halalu, especially in our days. Now, this is going back over 100 years ago, in the days of the Pele Yoetz. And I believe that the words are very timely for our generation as well. In his days, tzarich zichirus gedoylu shmir, you say you need a lot of being very careful and guarding oneself to ensure that you don't create chil Hashem. Ki ein ba'avoin rabu hamispartzim shenavshem sheikekel ledaber toya al tamid chachamim, because the many sins of our generation, they are prutzim. They are those people that are like bursting the walls of the purity of our nation. And they have this burning desire to speak badly about Tamid Chachamim, Ve'al Yirei Hashem, and those people that fear Hashem. V'chosh ve'shemo, and think about HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name. They're looking to find something wrong in the Tamid Chachamim, so they can put them down and show, oh, you see Tamid Chacham, you look what he does. The guy talked to his wife. Look how he did with his money. Look what he did. Look. Even if this Talmid Chacham is speaking about everything he does, his mishpat is exactly the way it should be. Kamalach Hashem's focus. He's like an angel. He's more of an angel than he is a human being. It's impossible that even that tzaddik, Malach Hashem, won't do even at least one small thing, either because of an oinus, he was against his will, or shogig, it was inadvertent, he didn't mean to do it. Or people are choshedim, they suspect him of things that he did not really do. They heard some kind of terrible rumor about this person. But those people that are looking for the bad, they will not make the effort of trying to figure out the truth of what they heard. What exactly took place. Rather, v'tekev pairim pm, immediately they open up their filthy mouths, livli choik, without following the laws of lashon hara and the like. And they end up scoffing and making fun of these malachi elokim, these angels of God. Says the Pele Yoetz, in our times, he's writing his times, they are insidious people. They're looking to catch Talmid Chacham doing the wrong thing. They want to find tzaddikim that are in the wrong and made mistakes and did sins and caused us to wonder and question, is that really the way that a tzaddik acts? And they will never, ever, ever examine the situation or the event or the actions of that Talmid Chacham and that tzaddik to see really what would happen over here. And therefore, right away, they're going to start saying something wrong about them. Even on children that start learning Torah. If that kid who's learning Gemara starts acting like a kid, because he is a kid, and he does something foolish, right away, these people that are looking for the wrong in the Torah scholars and the Torah nation, they will say, oh, Ro, Bain, Shalomet, Gemara, you see this kid who learns Gemara? You see that guy who's a Talmid Chacham? This person who seems to be a chassid, a very pious individual. Or this one who's God-fearing. That's what he does. He was walking, he was standing at a red light on the street and there were no cars coming. He walked across the street on a red light when it says stop at the stop sign. What? This person, Michal Shem Shemaim. I saw him in waiting in line at the bakery, and somebody said hello to him, and he didn't say hello back to him. What kind of a person is that? Did you see him in shul? He comes into the shul and he sits in his place over there and he makes a lot of noise with it. That's a Talmid Chacham. You call that's a Chil Hashem. So there are people in the world that are always looking to catch other frum people, Talmid Chachamim, even Yeshiva Bachim and the like, that are sitting and learning. They're looking to catch them doing the wrong thing because they hate and they despise Torah, and they despise Kedusha, and they despise Talmid Chachamim, they despise the holy Jews of this world. Really, it's because they despise themselves. And it makes them feel better if they can catch the Talmidei Chachamim and Tzaddikim and Chasidim and Bachrim and girls coming back from seminary, they like to catch them doing the wrong thing. And therefore, a person has to be very careful. Don't get caught doing the wrong thing. Watch your actions. You have to know that everybody is watching you. Ve'ein machriya lechav zechus. They never judge favorably. Automatically, oh, this person is wrong and that person is wrong, and they find the bad in everybody. They never think, they never stop, they never even try to find a reason why maybe this person did what they were doing. Woe is to them and their nefesh ki gamu ra. They're causing bad in this world. They're taking a big portion of the Chil Hashem. It means that the tzaddikim, Talmidei Chachamim, Yeshiva Bachrim, if you're from Yid and you're wearing a yarmulke when you go off and you go into the office space, you got to watch everything you do carefully, because you're being watched like a hawk. Your co-workers are watching you like a hawk. What do you do in the office? How do you treat everybody else? How nice are you? When you eat, how do you eat? Like a mensch? Or you're just shoving the food down your throat at lunchtime in your cubicle over there, watching some videos and doing something. What are you doing? Everybody is being watched in this world, says the Pele Yoetz. Be careful. How many terrible things they do. They are speaking lashon hara. I'm sorry, I misread this piece in the Pele Yoetz over here. What it means is like this: you have these people that are trying to undermine Talmidei Chachamim, Tzaddikim, the Chasidim, the B'nai Torah, Yeshiva Bachim, seminary girls, Beis Yaakov. They're always looking for the bad over there. But you know what? At the end of the day, says the Pele Yoetz, they're the ones that are really going to be at fault. And that's what he says over here. He says, Oy lehem, woe is to them. Woe is to them, not the people that they're criticizing, but to the criticizers themselves. Ulenafshem, to their souls. Ki gamlu ra, they're causing evil in this world. They themselves take the biggest portion of Chil Hashem. They do terrible things. They speak lashon hara about good people. They're speaking bad things about them. And they're causing Chil Hashem. And they're causing now that other people in Klal Yisrael will not want to enter into the world of wisdom and Chasidus, because since they speak so badly about the Talmidei Chacham, who wants to be a Talmidei Chacham? That's what I'm going to become. People speak badly about me. Who wants to be a Ben Torah? If that's what's going to be every Ben Torah that comes back from yeshiva after a good solid year and he's doing great, steiging and everything, there's always that one neighbor wants to speak badly about them. Why would I want to be a Ben Torah? This guy's going to speak badly about me. Ki yarei mecherbas novel. Other people are concerned and they fear about the embarrassment of this novel, of this lowlife over here, who's putting down the righteous people of the generation. So therefore, even if such a person is being watched like a hawk by everybody else around them, nevertheless, the people that are undermining their actions of tzidkus and kedusha and the like, they themselves are actually making the biggest Chil Hashem and causing pain to Klal Yisrael. So those people that are shalom, that are complete, the good people that we're describing over here, all they can do is put in all their efforts to do what is right and is just and straight in the eyes of Elokim, of Hashem, and Adam and people around him. I got to do my best to make sure that I'm finding favor in the eyes of everybody around me and the eyes of Hashem. And pour out your heart to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. She is kayim, she is sakne be'itza toiva, then I should get the right advice. V'shiyanchem b'maglei tzedek, and I should go along in the ways of tzedek, of righteousness. That's what I want to try to do. I want to be someone that finds favor in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'nei Adam, the people around me, and I should be doing things with righteousness and the proper way, so on and so forth. And if with all of that, people still want to speak negatively about him, it's possible that it won't be considered the sin of Chil Hashem. Those people will end up bearing their sins. How is it possible for a person to live in this social world of many different people, especially those people that are looking for the wrong things, and absolve yourself completely from what other people think and what other people are going to say. It's an impossibility. So do I have to worry about every single person that says something negative about me? Of course. I don't want people to say negative things about me. I don't want people to put me down. I want people to say, oh, he thinks he's such a big tzaddik. She's such a big tzaddik. Look what she did. But I can't make everybody happy. It's an impossible world. That's an impossible thing to do in this world. And therefore, it's very likely, says the Pele Yoetz, you will not be held responsible for the Chil Hashem when someone is out to get you. Someone that there are people in this world that just can't calm down. Yuchalat says, who could ever absolve themselves from every person and everybody and all ways of thought? Even on Moshe Rabbeinu, the Jewish people spoke badly about him. The Chassid like it says, the people spoke about Hashem and about Moshe. You spoke about Moshe Rabbeinu, the biggest tzaddik in the world. That's what people do. Did he create a Chil Hashem? No. Because it's their fault that they're saying not nice things about him. And even if the reason you're doing what you're doing is because you think that you're doing the right thing, you believe that this is the derech yashar, the straight path to go in. And in the end, some kind of a mistake happens as a result of it. And there's room for people to speak negatively about you because of the thing that you did wrong. It's still possible that Hashem will atone for that sin of Chil Hashem. The Torah was not given to Malachim, to angels. We just have to proceed with deliberation and carefully with everything that we do. And we have to think what we are involved with. We have to weigh out on the scales what's going to happen, what's going to be the result, the consequence if I do X, Y, or Z. From the beginning, I have to weigh things out and listen to the eights of the device that I'm receiving. Those that go in the path of purity with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they will not lose out. So if you're trying to do your best, now you ended up making a mistake, and the mistake ended up costing you that it looked like maybe you did something wrong. So as long as you were sincere, and as long as you're actually trying, and you asked for eights, you asked for advice, and things just backfired, that's what happens sometimes, says the Pele Yoetz, not so clear that it's going to be considered Chil Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw that you're trying your best, your intentions were sincere and honest and ehrlich, and therefore not a Chil Hashem. Now he says, since that we said before that the only way that you're going to absolve yourself from Chil Hashem is the ultimate at the end is after you did tshuva, and after Yom Kippur came along, and you did tshuva on Yom Kippur as well, and after there were Yisurim, there was suffering. The last part of atoning for the Chil Hashem is going to be Misa. There has to be a person dies. Says the Pele Yoetz, but there's a way to get around this. And that is, if you made a Chil Hashem, and you deserve Misa l'shamayim, in heaven they have decreed that you deserve to die. You should be mechavin, you should have in mind. To be Misa Nevesh, push yourself, sacrifice yourself. L'misa b'lev shalom, to give over yourself to death with a complete heart. B'chol pam sho'omer kriya shema, every time that you say the kriya shema, the shema. When you do in the filas of when you put your head down like this, when you're asking for mercy and for rachamim, and the like, with that one good idea, that one good thought that you have, that you want to you're willing to give up everything that you have for the Rebbeinu Shalom, like Rabbi Akiva in the final moments of his life when his skin was being scraped and he was being killed with such yisurim, such suffering, he began saying Shema. And they said, Rabbi, Ad Kan, even now you're saying Shema? And he said, yes, my whole life I was waiting. When will it be b'chol nafshecha that I'll be able to give up my life for HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Now's the time for sure I'm going to say it. Says the Pele Yoetz, if you will have in mind every time you say b'chol nafshecha, I'm willing to give up my life for you, Hashem, that could be looked at as in HaKadosh Baruch Hu's eyes as if you are, so to speak, dying here in this world, and that will be an atonement for the sin of Chil Hashem. An Eitzah Tova from the Rebbeinu Shalom, when and if a person is Mechal Shem Shemayim, this is what they can do to atone for their sin. All the best. Have a wonderful day.